In today's episode, the first thing we need to do is navigate our way out of our favourite park up yet. We then drive some of the most beautiful mountain roads to find a very hidden, secret little park up for the night. We get very brave and try a very French dish for tea, and then we just happen to pop over to Spain for breakfast, as you do. And finally, I get collared in a supermarket where apparently I'm not allowed to film. Oopsie. My name's Janie, and along with Johnny, Sunny the rescue pup, and Noodle the Volkswagen camper van, we are touring the beautiful country of France for 6 whole weeks. I'm just making an early morning cup of coffee. The kettle started making a nice bubbling, boiling sound, and then it kind of eased off. And then the flames got smaller and smaller. And I think our gas has run out. I mean, what bad timing. First cup of coffee of the day. Look at those ears. I very nearly just let him off the lead, and then I thought, oh, what if? And then about 10 seconds later, a shotgun went off in the background. It could just be that, couldn't it? Look at that handsome boy. And I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose you, Bob. This has officially been our favourite park up yet. Look at this place! Oh my gosh, it's stunning. So gorgeous. Okay, now we've got to leave this beautiful park up, and we need to get that great big heavy van through a swamp. Obviously Johnny is right up for the challenge. Honestly, I don't even know how to walk through this. It is so muddy. Also, when we got here 2 days ago, the ground was partially frozen and now it's thawed. Yeah, let me show you what we're dealing with here. Okay, so I'm going to try and work my way through this without getting hideously muddy. I wonder if I should have gone through that long grass. Oh my God, we're so going to get stuck. It's sandy, it's muddy, and it's wet. Like swampy wet. So feel free to place your bets right now as to how this goes. Here he goes. Please don't get stuck, please don't get stuck. Please don't get stuck. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Ooh. Good job, Johnny. This was a particularly exciting day for me because I've been wanting to find an Emmaus store that I can go and rummage in ever since we got here. Emmaus, if you didn't know, is like a great big charity shop chain, and they have these great big warehouses, and out the back of this one was all this stuff outside as well. It was very strange, very random, and yes, I got very confused, as you're about to find out. It was officially the craziest shopping experience I have ever had. I've picked up 2 little glasses for our wine and a little kind of scarf thing. I didn't really know how I was supposed to pay, so I had to go back to each department, so the glass department and then the clothing department, and I had to get a ticket from them with the price for the items on. Then I had to take the tickets up to the cashier, and then I still don't actually know what just happened. It was very confusing. Okay, to show you quickly what we actually got. I got this glass for Johnny for wine. We've decided we want to drink wine out of glass, so it's nice and chunky. And then I got this little one for me. And obviously having stems on your wine glasses probably isn't ideal when you're in a moving house. Oh, and I also got this, which is like a, Johnny thinks it's a mini skirt. It's like a schnood or a scarf. And I just think, because we're going up into the Pyrenees, that will be nice and snug. But yeah, very interesting / confusing shopping experience that altogether cost me €3. Right, Johnny, should we go to Spain?
Yeah, come on.
Let's go on, get. That is definitely mountains up ahead. What? Get out of this damn city, Jonathan. Driving through cities and all big towns is full on next level chaos in this country. Wow. Just wow. Look how busy this. According to the weather app, it's actually only 10 degrees outside, but the sun coming through, I mean, you can see my chest is burning. The heat is so hot on my chest. It's crazy. That sun is fierce. Okay, well that actually looks really muddy, but if I turn you round, oh my days, look at the view we have got. And that spot is actually really quite flat. All of this is a little bit, but the spot that we've got appears to be pretty damn flat. Oh my gosh, doesn't the air feel clear here? Wow, so pretty. Look at these trees. Oh my god. Look at this. Oh, it's got a metal thing, bolt or something in it. Great big bowls. They'd make big bowls, wouldn't they? Wow. What'd you make of that then, Johnny Pops?
That'd do, wouldn't it?
That'd do. Okay, I've totally bottled that. I'm leaving those two to climb the mountain. I'm going back to be security on the van and to start dinner, which in my opinion is far more important than climbing the top of a mountain, because I've still got gorgeous views here without climbing to the top. You see my thinking? Before I do go back to the van though, I'm just going to have a little look up here. Just a little look for some mushrooms. Oh, this bit here looks like a bit of a major path, but if I go down there, then maybe I'll get lucky. Always a good place to look is if you see a fallen tree or a tree stump. Looks like turkey tail. Lots and lots and lots of them. Very pretty. The boys beat me back. I didn't find any other mushrooms, unfortunately. I'd love to find some morels. Oh my gosh, that would make me so, so happy. Awesome saps. Those are the two that I'm kind of keeping an eye out for. All right, we were very brave in the supermarket and we picked this up, thinking that it was actually like regional to the area that we were in. I think this is when we were back in Brittany. It's not, apparently. It's from Alsace. So hey ho, I got that wrong. But I've just Googled it because I thought this looks like cabbage. This looks like sauerkraut here. And indeed, Schaukraut is sauerkraut. So this is like a soup or a stew, I think, and it's got Alsace sausages in it. It's got some bacon, some, I think this is garlic sausage, some potatoes, and then all this sauerkraut in the bottom. It has been in the top of our fridge, which is a little bit cold, like a little bit like a freezer, and I think the sauerkraut is actually frozen, so it's going to take me a while to defrost that, I think. And also I've had to Google translate the recipe on the back. Apparently it only takes 20 minutes to cook. Obviously that doesn't take into account the fact that it's frozen. Johnny's kind of grossed out by this. He wants me to fry these until they're crispy first, which actually I'm not sad at doing that. And that bacon, like, that's pure lard there with the rind on. Wow. So actually I'm going to probably pre-cook all of the meats because it's just the way we roll. But yeah, we'll pop back in a bit and tell you what we think. Also, I've just washed our new glasses up. So I'm going to crack open my bottle of rosé that I bought at the vineyard. So the cooking time is up. Neither of us are looking forward to this. It has to be said, I have tasted the sauerkraut and that actually tastes really nice. I have tasted a bit of the sausage too and it was not very nice. So I don't think we're going to be repeating this meal anytime soon. And perhaps on the way home we will go through Alsace and we will actually get a proper bowl of this made by a proper chef, not like a supermarket ready meal. And if you're wondering why I'm really red, it's because this is what happens if I drink alcohol. And I've had one teeny little glass of rosé and I get this aching sensation down my arms and my legs, and I go really, really red. So welcome to my world. Here you go, Johnny.
Thank you.
Would you like to taste for the internet? It's quite hot, I think.
So that's the sauerkraut.
Yeah.
And that's.
I actually like the sauerkraut. Whether I like that much of the sauerkraut.
And that's potato there.
Yeah. What do you reckon, Johnny?
It's lovely. Well, that bit was.
Oh, really? You liked it?
Yeah. That's hot dog sausage.
Yeah. I didn't think you'd like them because they got that rubbery bite to them.
Yeah, I know.
Which I did not like.
No, it's a nice taste though.
Oh, good. I didn't think that was going to go down well, so.
I don't think it needs pepper.
You don't think it needs pepper? Wow.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well, that's good. Right, excuse me, sir. You've stolen my bed. Over here. Good boy. Good boy, Bobble. He's a good puppy. Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this gorgeous mountain in France, but literally 4-minute drive from the Spanish border. Just taking the doggy out. He's just had his breakfast. At 8:20 this morning, all these hunters turned up into this car park we were sleeping in. Luckily, we were already up and getting ready to go anyway, because we were just going to casually pop over to Spain for breakfast today. You know, as you do. So anyway, out in this forest now is a whole bunch of hunters with guns and dogs, and I can hear the dogs actually. All the hunters over here wear bright orange, so you can see them a mile off. And so they all went that way behind us. Can you hear the dogs? Don't know what they're hunting. I think they've got wild boar over here and deer, definitely. Don't know much about him. Anyway, let's poop this dog and then we're going to leave the hunters the car park. Was it puppy dogs? Where are they? There's Noodle, look. That's a cool shot.
You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just put it all behind. Remember you and I would always find somewhere to hide when we were kids, so we could see and hear the water run. The river's gonna cry when you're gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone.
Ooh, is that a bit icy, maybe? I think we're in Spain. Just like that. Oh, that was hilarious. This guy behind the counter, brilliant. Such a jolly chap. Friendlier than any one person we've met in France. Johnny's got breakfast and saucisson mini baguette. We got 2 amazing black coffees. €3.70. Like back home, that would be 1 cup of coffee. And here, it's a whole breakfast. Maybe we need to spend more time in Spain. Maybe I need to learn Spanish, more to the point. I'd speak French to that poor bloke. So we stopped at this little town purely to get a coffee and breakfast, and we were going to head back down the mountain that we came up yesterday, and then go back inland and then start heading towards the Pyrenees. However, we just looked at a map let me flip you around so you can see what we're seeing. So this here is the mountain road that we came up last night, which was really flipping windy. This is where we currently are, Ventapeo. I speak zero Spanish. Oh my God, I was so embarrassed in that supermarket. Then Johnny saw this road. And Johnny's like, okay, let's go that way. So we're now getting to that town of Sarre in France by going down this wibbledy-wobbledy across and then up. So more of a trip to Spain than we were planning.
Hey, I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run, and the sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I, the river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when
We have just crossed the border back into France, thankfully. We went to the petrol station in that last town, Bera, I think it was called. And I had to speak French to the poor bloke. He looked at me like I was insane. I have no Spanish. Even the road sign, nothing. I didn't know how to pronounce anything. At least in France, I can kind of wing it a little bit, but nothing. So I'm now thinking, and actually, give me your input. Do I A, get my French up to par? I want to start focusing on languages again. Do I work with my French and try and get that better? Or do I get a basic understanding of Spanish? We want to travel more. Maybe it's best to have a basic knowledge of two rather than try and get a little bit better in the one that I'm already basic in. I don't know. Let me know down below what you think. We will be travelling Spain at some point in this van. That is our plan. And Portugal and like all of Europe. What do you think? We just stopped in this little town called Sarre, S-A-R-E, just to let the dog out to have a pee and stuff. But look at the view! I feel like I'm in Heidi. You probably need to be of a certain age to understand what that means. But wow, so pretty. And I doubt very much you can see, but up in those mountains up there, every now and then you'll see a little slash of fluorescent orange, and that's the hunters. It's obviously a very good high-vis colour for them to be wearing. What a beautiful place. And I imagine when these trees are in leaf along here, I bet it looks even more gorgeous. It's so pretty.
Hey, I was hoping you would stay, but I've always known you would go find your own way. I still see when we climbed up in those trees, 12 years old, feel the wind and watch the river run, and the sun would always shine. When we sat there, you and I, the river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. The river's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're gone, 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 gone. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. River's gonna cry when you're gone. It's gonna cry, it's gonna cry. You want to leave this place where we grew up, this old town, just leave it all behind. The river's gonna cry when you're gone.
This is the sad department where I'm not allowed to shop. Let's go. Oh wow. Is that a carrot? This really annoys me back home as well. They put cream cheese in sushi. Like, what the heck? I don't think I've ever seen a Japanese person put cream cheese in their sushi. So this appears to be goat's yogurt. Go on, chuck them in. We'll give it a go. So the only fruit I don't know what it is Myrtle. I'm going to get that. I'm going to live dangerously. Because I don't know what it is. I bloody love food shopping. England or anywhere else in the world, it's one of my favourite things to do. Proper retail therapy. Johnny's found the beer. Ruh-roh. Little cartons of orange juice. We did buy some the other day and I started to drink one and it turns out it was bloody cordial. And I'm sorry, but I'm far too old and sensible to be buying little cartons of orange cordial. It was disgusting and it went down the sink. Pure jus d'orange. These are really handy, by the way, these little cartons. If you just want a little swig of orange juice, and you can just keep one or two in the fridge to keep cool. They don't take up loads of room, which is good.
Excusez-moi.
Ouais.
Parlez français?
Petit peu.
Tout petit peu. Pourquoi vous filmez?
Ah, for YouTube.
For YouTube? It's not possible.
No?
It's a private...
Oh.
No, sorry.
So that was horrifying. I've never been asked to stop filming somewhere before. It was kind of funny. Obviously I did as I was told and I switched the camera off. I put it in my bag. And then a couple of minutes later, the same guy comes back with a phone and he says, my manager, my boss. I'm like, oh, okay. So I pick up the phone and his boss had been watching us go around the supermarket on the CCTV cameras. And they'd sent him out to do a recce, first of all. And I had clocked him. He'd walked past me in the aisle and then he'd turned back round and stared at my camera. And obviously it's this like action camera on a stick. It kind of looks very obvious what I'm doing. Anyway, so then he came and told me off, came back with a phone and I had this big old chat with his boss on the phone. It was like, if you want to film in my store, then you need to write to me to ask permission. So I'm like, no, it's fine. It's okay. Thank you. We're just passing through. We have a YouTube channel where we travel the world in our camper van. It's okay. It's okay. I'm really, really sorry. It was just the most bizarre situation to be in a supermarket. It was kind of hilarious. At the time, completely horrifying, but there we are. The lengths I go to get you guys content, eh? Right, Johnny is off to La Pâtisserie, which I cannot indulge in, sadly. He does this to me every day. It's really, really hard, guys. But look what is over the other side of the road. We got a boucherie, which is a butcher's, and a charcuterie, which I'm sure you all know what charcuterie means. That's very exciting to me. Oh my gosh. Le poulet, s'il vous plaît.
Poulet? Poulet.
Oh,
Poulet.
la...
Poulet.
Oh, hang on.
Poulet.
Oh, wow. Thyme citron, rotisserie, mustard, giro...
Champignons. Ça,
Champignons, merci.
Ça, c'est cochon, c'est du porc, ça.
D'accord, Indian. Johnny is being mean to me and eating freshly baked croissants. Grr. I'm going to have a sheep's yogurt, which I've never had. Oh, that's lovely. Oh my gosh. I haven't had yogurt for years. That's really good. Don't mind if I do. Well, congratulations if you've made it to the end of this video, friends. And I'm really glad that you did, because this clip, I've just found it on my computer. This is from like over a week ago. This is before our sliding door was out of action, and the rain that we were getting coming in through the headlining, which Johnny thinks is coming from the windscreen, yada, yada, yada. It's all ending up in the step of the passenger door. So are you ready for this? Enjoy. Oh my god!
That's a good seal.
That's crazy! That is a lot of water. Oh my gosh. Don't mind the church bells in the background. Thank you for making it to the end of this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. As always, please pop down into the comments. Come and have a little chin wag with us if you fancy. And we'll catch up with you in the next video. From where that will be, I have absolutely no idea. Isn't it exciting? Take care, guys. See you soon. Peace.